It's a goat. It's amazing. It's spectacular. It's sensational. I don't even know any other adjectives they describe Spider-Man in most of his comic books or other iterations, but
Extraordinary. Extraordinary.
Extraordinary. Yes. Look, this game is a goat. There is not really nothing bad I can say about this game. It is a goat, and I mean it is a goat spelled all the way out. Glamorous, outworldly, extravagant. That starts with the E. I don't care, and I know I messed up. Terrific. What else I want to say? I don't really care. But look, this game alone, I really think it earned Game of the Year. I know we had Tekken, I know we had Street Fighter, I know we had Mortal Kombat, I know we had Resident Evil 4 earlier this year, I know we had a bunch of other games that have come out this year, and we still got games coming out later this year. We ain't even over yet, but I think Spider-Man 2 already earned it. It got Game of the Year. It's done. I'm sorry. As much as I would love God of War Ragnarok to get another shot at Game of the Year, it earned it. Really? You gonna play that? I didn't even want to play that, but you did it anyway. But you know, I don't care. But look, all in all, the story, if I have to give it a chart, it is a 15 out of 10. It broke the chart. It's that good. For one, the combat, even though, look, the combat might be the same, but I like how now it really challenged you a little bit, because as you continue to play the game, the enemies get harder. And there are so many different enemy types. You fighting just regular guys, you're fighting cultists, you're fighting hunters, you're fighting robots, you're fighting symbiotes, man. And then on top of that, you're also fighting soldiers too, since you get to play as Venom. I'm gonna put spoiler alert at some point somewhere in this video, but nah, the game is amazing. The combat is crisp. The swinging is cool. It has its bugs. I admit that. Yes, I ran into a couple of bugs here and there playing the story mode, swinging around, because what kills me when you start swinging while flying, that's when it becomes a problem. And if you are flying, there are times when you're supposed to be dodging and instead it'll try to fly you back, like you just stop midway. So other than that, no, the swinging and the flying was fine. I actually had no problem. Sorry about that. But yeah, the swinging and the flying was fine. A little buggy. The story was phenomenal. It was out of this world. I'm sorry. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. I'm screaming at the darn TV. My grandmother's still mad at me. I'm sorry, but it took me 3 days to beat the game. I'm screaming every night I'm playing the game. I'm literally on the game for about 3 or 5 hours in the day. And if I stop playing the game, I'll do what I need to do, come back and play it.
And the first time in my life, Venom scares me.
I was like, yeah, the whole game, Venom was scary. This game need to be rated for a horror game on top of that. It got the elements of a horror game. And especially when you're in certain elements of the game, it puts you in that horror category. So I hope it gets a rating of having a horror status to it. Shoot, who else? The characters are phenomenal. Yeah, you still got the main cast, Peter, Miles, MJ. You got Miles' mom, Genki. You got Harry Osborn. You got Norman Osborn. You got, Kraven the Hunter. All his villains, man. This cast was amazing. Look, the voice actor for Spider-Man, they're not even calling him his real name. No, what I'm saying is, his name is Yuri Lowenthal, but they're calling him Bully Lowenthal right now. On Twitter, they're calling him Bully Lowenthal when he jump in that Venom symbiote. And I ain't gonna lie, this man is more savage than Tobey Maguire.
No, Bully Maguire.
I thought we were gonna get the dance. We didn't even get the dance. I was hoping for the dance. They put the dance in every other Spider-Man but this game. They did not do the dance, bro. And everybody who watched Spider-Man 3 know exactly what dance I'm talking about, because it's in everything now. It's a joke. But anywho, the game is phenomenal. The voice acting was amazing. I thought every single character had their moment to shine. Even ones we didn't see that often in the game, they shined very brightly. And it's bad enough that they have so many Easter eggs in the game that I missed, and I have to go back and find. For example, they turned the Fist Tower into the Baxter Building. So that's Fantastic Four right there in the game. The Avengers Tower is still where it is. Matt Murdock's Nelson and Murdock, they said they removed the sign. And I found it too. They really did remove the label. So now I'm like, dang. Did Daredevil move out the city, or did they get a bigger building? We don't know. Look, everything else that referenced everybody else, like Iron Fist the Power Man, Rand Industries is still there. Jessica Jones' office is still there. shoot, we found the mansion for the X-Men in the game. But here's the problem though. It's a hideout. It's not a mansion like a mansion. It's a hideout for the hunters. So that the mansion you find all the way out in that other part of New York, that is the X-Men mansion. It's just they can't mention him yet. I feel like they put it there just to let you know that Wolverine might bring in the X-Men at some point. They just ain't moved in the building yet. So that could be why. And I have to remember, according to what I've seen in both film and most of the comics, Charles Xavier started out in London because his backstory is a little British, and that's what they stuck with too for the movie. He's British in his background, and his mansion is in Britain. He didn't really move to New York till like later after he finished the First Class. So if this mansion is here like to let you know that the X-Men could move in at some point after this Wolverine game coming out, cool. I got my little tidbit of the X-Men coming up sometime in the future. I'm cool with that. I really am. Then, not to mention, you have all the other references from other characters in New York. Like I said, we already have Heroes for Hire. We got Fantastic Four now. We got Doctor Strange is a bigger hint in the game. Cause look, if y'all play the game long enough and you get the Black Cat mission, the Wand of Watum, bro. The Wand of Watum, one of the greatest spells in Doctor Strange's arsenal. And not to mention, it went hard in this game with the teleportation. Took you so far to the Antarctic. I don't know what Felicia was doing, but hey, it worked. And then the best part of the game is this Venom, playing as Venom. We all thought we were not going to play as this character at one point. Some of us thought we were going to play him. Look, they gave us this about 15-minute moment of playing as giant size iconic Venom, like running around like the Hulk, literally super strength, throwing people around and jump. Bro, this is one of the most iconic moments of this damn game. I swear, I will happily let them take all my money just to get a DLC. Look, there's already news of it right now on Twitter. On Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, on TikTok. Right now, the DLC is between 3 people. More Black Cat, Carnage, or Daredevil. I don't care which 3 I get. I want more for this game. And they need to hurry up and release a New Game Plus. That's the sad part about this game. They don't have New Game Plus right now. The first 2 games already had it, but this game ain't got it yet. Bro, I swear if they're going to the same thing that God of War Ragnarok went through, hurry up! Hurry up! I want a New Game Plus. I'm so mad I gotta start from scratch again. That don't make no sense. I literally played this game twice already, over and over, and I already got the achievements. I have platinum the game. It took me 5 days to platinum the game. I'm so hurt that I can't replay everything with everything I got. I gotta start again with a fresh new batch. It's like I'm making cornbread for the first time. Jesus, like I'm cooking. Well, right now Insomniac is cooking. Shoot, somewhere after this, I'm gonna make a top 10 list of Insomniac characters in Insomniac. I'm gonna make a game for. I'm gonna do that right after this video. Okay. The suits though, I won't lie. Actually, I didn't expect the color variation. I didn't think it would fit me so well, but it does. Like, for example, the Superior Spider-Man. I'm sorry. The Doc Ock suit we got from the first game, you get it in this game, but the color variations are what gets me. The one I liked specifically was the white and blue version of it, and I think that was a tidbit nod to Superior Iron Man. And I don't know if anybody else agreed with me, but it gave me that vibe when you switch the color out. And of course, you got all the Venom suits for Peter, but I did not expect to get any from Miles. He got a good set of Venom symbiotes. For real. 2 of them are specifically from the King in Black storyline, which I need to read up on. I'm gonna have to shout out to my brother for that. He got more info than me. Isaiah is for you. But look, bro, you a G. But all in all, this game is so crisp. I love the gameplay. I love the story. I love the side missions too. I think that's the hurtful part about this game and all the other Spider-Man games before it. They have such good side missions, but they can only give you so much content to work with.
Yes, especially that man with the pigeon.
His name is Howard. That was the saddest part about the game, helping Howard. That is the saddest side mission I have played ever in a Spider-Man franchise game. helping Howard. This man passed away, and while he died, well, right before he died, he asked you specifically, can you find a new home for my birds? Mind you, every Spider-Man fan had such trouble trying to collect all these darn birds in the first 2 games, but now here you are trying to find a home for them, and their owner just passed away while you're trying to do what he asked you. I'm like, damn. Bro, that tell you that the game itself make you feel old, because if certain characters die that you didn't expect them to, and they're the least ones you think would die, it really hits you in the chest. It's like your favorite cartoon. You didn't expect it to die because you're getting older, but it did anyway. I'm like, dang, that one hit home for me. I liked Howard. I didn't like his side missions, but I liked him as a character. He was an amazing character, real laid back guy. And then what I love the most in this game too is the relationships between some of these characters. Like, for example, this thing between Martin Lee and Miles. I like the moment where he was like, bro, I can't forgive you, it's just not in me, but I gotta let this go in order for me to move forward. I thought that was the most maturest thing Miles has ever done in a game. Don't get me wrong, the previous game he really did mature, but his relationship with Lee is what really drives him to be still with Spider-Man and do all this stuff. And the fact that he finally confronts Lee numerous times in this game, but at the end of it, he finally found some form of self-peace by interacting with Lee in this way. I was like, man, it is so good to watch him grow. It is amazing to watch Miles grow. The ending of the game, though, is what really gets me. It was like a torch just been passed. And I think that's the scary part about the ending of the game.
But at the same time, it's basically like he need more time to be Peter.
I agree, because Peter, that's the sad part about being a Spider-Man fan. You never see Peter get a glow up. You always see Spider-Man get a glow up. It's very rare to see Peter glow up. And the fact that he's still continuing the legacy of not just his auntie, but also his friend and his friend's mother in his garage. And then on top of that, Mary Jane just quit the Daily Bugle and said, Jonah, kiss my ass. That, it was perfect. It was perfect. Perfect. Minute, down to the last minute detail. I was like, God. And then what makes it better, Miles is given basically the key to the entire city from the OG Spider-Man. And now he runs the show. Something he was like, bro, I got this, let me do it, and he lets you go live your life. I'm like, man, this was perfect to pass on the torch. Don't get me wrong, I know a lot of people compare this Spider-Man series to the Arkham Batman series and like how he did it, but passing the torch, I think Spider-Man did it in such a way that it left a bigger impact, not just on fellow Spider-Man fans, but also video game players. There are some video game players who've never picked up a comic book, so those who play the game and just understand what Spider-Man is and who he stands for, that's enough. But how he ended it, don't start playing that stuff. Come on now. We already quoted it. We don't need to start playing it. We only got video. I'm not trying to make this a long video. I'm just telling my piece and the game itself. But, bro, it was perfect. Now, I know a lot of y'all would have a problem with Miles in this game, how Insomniac did Miles in some portions of this game, like specifically his new outfit. Y'all need to let that go. I'm sorry. For me, I like the design. I get that it's kind of on the nose about Miles' powers and everything, because I know everybody has a problem, like majority of all the black characters getting electrical powers. I don't understand it either, but it's Miles. He got a new suit. It looks pretty okay. It's not bad. It's not horrible. It's okay. I liked it enough to just enjoy playing it for a while. But like most of the suits in the game, I have a choice rather than not to change it. It's okay. There are a lot of... Look, even the DLC suits I didn't really care for. I just grabbed them to be grabbing them because I didn't think they would be bad in the game if I played it. But as I played with some of these outfits, some of them I really didn't like. I think that most of the outfits they put in the game for you to access are much better than the ones they gave you for DLC. That's in my opinion. If you don't agree with it, I don't care. If you agree with it, cool. Let's move on. But with Miles, I think Insomniac did their best with this character. Because look, now he mainstream. He darn near is Peter Parker level right now. Peter Parker was mainstream specifically in the 2000s and the 2010s. Now it's the age of Miles. And I ain't trying to be harsh to nobody who loves Peter Parker more than Miles. I love Spider-Man. I don't care who gets the limelight. Shoot, Miguel could have the limelight right now, and I'd still love him. I don't care. How they did Miles was enough for me to feel satisfied. So, like I said, I'm not gonna shoot your opinion, but that's what I believe. That's what I think of the game. But by far, this game is worth playing. It is worth 30 hours of your life. It is okay. It is perfect. It is perfect. I'm not gonna front about the game. I look, I'd play it 17 more times if I can. Shoot. But like every game, it has its downfalls. I admit some of the combat has its moments. It's still good. It's crisp, but it has its glitchy moments, just like the swinging does. I think we have enough content to play around with, but some of them I have a problem with because you have to do some of them specifically for these characters. Some of them you would think that you could switch between them and see what happens. Like Mysterio missions, for example. I thought you could do Miles and Peter because they both have interacted with this character, but turns out you can only use Miles for it. You can't use Peter. Same goes for the Emily May missions. You can't use Miles. You can only use Peter. Now I get that one set specifically for Peter, but you would think since it's a big city and you got two different Spider-Man, they would fill in each other about what's going on in their lives, and all the side missions could be easy to access. Like the Hunter missions are both ways. You can do Hunter missions and then do the forts with both of these characters. You can do the main story with both of these characters, but you can't do specific side missions that you think would be for both of these characters. You can't. There's one set for one and one set for another. I'm cool with that still, but I thought some of them you could actually interact with both characters. I really think the biggest downside is we didn't get no DLC earlier. We need to hurry and get some DLC. That's my thing. I want some DLC right here, right now, and I already know they're already working on something for Carnage since he was in the game. He just wasn't 100% in the symbiote. So other than that, I think it's worth playing. I think it's worth. Well,
You think? You've been screaming for the past 3 days.
okay, yeah, she's right. I'm gonna say this though. I love PlayStation, but screw PlayStation because this game has given me such turmoil to grab. We were trying to get it through PlayStation. We pre-ordered it, and I changed my card because it got hacked. But now I look back at everything I had to do to make sure this game stayed with me in order to get it, because we were trying to get the collector's edition. I did not know that you could not change your card or your phone number or anything they had already set on file if you pre-order something from PlayStation like this. This game was $250 to pre-order from PlayStation. Do I recommend going through them to get it? No. I would have rather have got it from Amazon or Walmart or something, but they sold out within seconds, so there's no point in trying to do all that. But I had gone through so much in order to get this game, and as much as my mom and them have tried to tell me that some things were not meant to have, do you know how horrible it is that God tells you cannot have some form of plastic? But all in all, I don't recommend going through PlayStation to get a pre-order like this. This was a big pre-order. This is something I really wanted. So I had choked in and got the digital because it got canceled. So just for forewarning ahead of time for anybody who tries to order from PlayStation, don't do it. I already got I think a 9.1 score already on IMBW or something like that, or whoever ranks all the stuff of media. It already is the successor to the Batman Arkham franchise, and there's really not much else I can tell you about the game that makes it good or bad. You probably have enough to figure out which you believe is which. If you ain't a big fan or if you ain't a PlayStation player, that's okay. You just got my side of the story. I enjoyed this game. I have taken days off for this game. It was worth it. I don't care. I'm gonna recover from it. I'm gonna feel a little hurt because I know that if I play this game long enough, I'm gonna get sick of it like I did the first two. And I feel a little even more hurt because that means either two things are gonna happen. They're gonna release a Miles game, a sequel to Miles, after Wolverine, or they're gonna release Spider-Man 3 after Wolverine. So either one, I'm gonna have to wait and find out. And then we're going to do some more videos and more controversial stuff about the game later. But for now, this is my review on Spider-Man 2. It is worth half your wallet. If you got it, congratulations. If you don't, please go get it. Look, y'all be safe. Y'all have a good night and a good day. I'll catch y'all later.
See ya.